it is this highlighted curly wig off camera. I already put some foundation on it and hot combed it back. So let's get right into it. Okay guys, so to start this install, make sure you cut off the air tabs on both sides of your wig to ensure a sleek and flat install, guys. You do not want to put the glue on while your air tabs are not cut off. It just doesn't help you in the long run. Make sure the front of your head slash where you plan to put the glue is completely cleaned off. The wig glue that I've been really interested in lately has been the Ebon Black. It's really affordable and it works just as well, and I just feel like it does the job. Okay, so when it comes to laying down the glue, make sure you are evening out the layers and you are not putting too much glue so that it can dry evenly and so that you can get that clear look. Now, I believe this was my second layer at this point, and I do up to 3 layers for this install. You can do less or more depending on how you are as an individual. I don't really sweat in my forehead slash face, so I don't have that issue. So just make sure you dry the glue. This is my last layer of glue, and you can just see how concentrated I am, y'all. Like, the eyes is just focused, as it should be. Now, at this point, my install is coming out pretty clean. I will say that not all of the glue dries before I place it down, given the fact that I've been installing my wigs for quite some time now. But I would suggest and highly recommend that you wait till the glue is completely dry. Now we will go ahead and take the comb head and basically comb in the lace into the glue. I really try not to use my fingertips. I definitely can see the difference when oils from my fingertips will probably transfer over when trying to flatten out the wig with just my fingertips. Now for me personally, the air tabs are by far the hardest part, so I always have to go in with a little bit more glue. And again, I've been installing my wigs for some time, but I do recommend that you let the glue dry clear before placing the wig back on, especially if you're a beginner. But some of us that know, the glue will dry and it will dry clear depending on how thick that layer is. So just make sure all your layers are very thin. Make sure you go ahead and put your wig band on as secured as possible. I'm just adjusting it to my ear, and yeah. So now we're gonna go ahead and start styling our hair. Now, if you have a straight wig, if you have a curly wig, in this instance, I have a curly wig, so I am just choosing where I will be parting. So after you've determined where you wanted to part your hair, you just make sure that you are combing it out your curls and just making sure everything is detangled so that once you're ready to fully style your hair, everything is placed where you need it to be. You've gotten this far into the video, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And send this video to somebody you feel like would like to watch or learn how to style and install their wig. All right, my girlies, now we're gonna go ahead and make sure that this wig is flat. Okay, we don't want a bulky wig, we want a flat wig. So we're gonna put that hair wax stick on it and put the hot comb on it. Please do not make the mistake I made, guys. I literally forgot that the wig was still wet and went straight into like pressing down on my scalp with that. And the steam was ridiculous. Like, you don't see it yet, but like it happens. And I'm just warning y'all, please. Oh, ouch. Yeah. Do not hot comb while your hair is still wet when it comes to curly wigs. At least dry it a little bit with the blow dryer or even with a towel, something. All right, now that that part is over, I went in and started cutting off my lace with a little razor. Do not cut straight. I feel like we all know this at this point. Like, why are you cutting your lace straight? You might as well just tell them that the lace is there. Like, you can, it's already hard to make your lace invisible. So like the little things you can do about it, like let's try and get it right. Make sure you take your time and you get as close as possible to the hair. I even had like parts where it was like there was just still a chunk of lace left. Do not be afraid to go back in and cut off any excess. And then make sure you take your exact foundation color. I used to use a color lighter than me, but we advancing these days, okay? Get your foundation color or foundation brush and just go in with that because you basically already probably have the foundation on it. You don't want it to be too drenched with foundation. So just go in on your lace with that. And then also take a little bit of glue to any parts of the wig that you feel like is not fully glued down. So for me, it was the top of my forehead, it was the little ear tabs, and on both sides, I believe. And it's kind of hard for me to calculate where the placement of the glue will be. So I usually go in with an alcohol pad and just clean up around the perimeter of where that lace is / the glue is so that I'm not over putting product in one area. So then just go back in with your foundation brush, especially before putting your wig band on. You want it to dry just a little bit or as much as it can. Take the alcohol and just clean along the perimeter so that there is no excess glue like hanging around. So here we put the ebon spray back on top. I know you can see a little bit of like the lace is still probably not fully like placed on my head. And so that's where the ebon glue also comes in. It melts, it glues. It's just that girl, okay? And yeah, so make sure you dry that glue before you put your band on. And that's what you see me doing where I'm like tapping my head so that it's at like the driest point before I put the band on. Make sure you put your band back on. And here I go in and just flatten out the wig. After that little accident earlier, I definitely made sure to go ahead and blow dry the front of my head because one thing about me, I am not getting burned again. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, oh yeah. I'm down bad. Very much down bad. But yes, do not be afraid to go in with the hot comb on curly hair. I feel like that's something that a lot of people are definitely not doing. Like, girly, like the flatter the better, like for you and your look completely. I was just showing my friend the lace because, hello, it's giving scalpiana, like purr. There was just little parts that like didn't get the foundation, but Y'all see it. Y'all see it. I know y'all see it. All right, so now we getting into the edges. I don't know why I said now we're getting into the edges and basically just do like a C kind of motion towards the edge of your eyebrow. I don't like having mine too close to each other. I know some people have them like really, really close, and that's just not for me. But I definitely have tried the no edges look and I've tried the edges look. And I just prefer the edges look when it comes to certain kinds of hairstyles. I feel like I could definitely do a no edge look with this wig. It just depends on how I choose to style it. I definitely feel like the edges are the tedious part of my installs because I really do take my time on them. I make sure I pluck it out so it's not too bulky. Make sure you use that razor from earlier so that it's not too like blunt and straight. I use the olive oil wet grip gel for my edges. I just love the consistency and how it feels. You guys, if you've watched any of my other install videos, which you can go ahead on go to my channel and watch as well, you'll know that I consistently use this edge gel. This is a brand new bottle that I just got. The other bottle was completely done, like literally nothing left. I was scraping the bottle out. But you're definitely just doing this swoop motion, the C-like motion to get like the perfect curl and the perfect edge look. Please do not look at my face. I don't know. I need to do like facial like practicing or something because I always just look so like upset as my like resting face. Like my resting face is either I'm disgusted or I'm upset, and I just need neither to be that. But yes, like I said earlier, a C swooping motion. You swoop and hold the hair down as well. And just swoop to perfection, swoop to whatever you feel like. Just make sure you're happy with what you look with. Like I said earlier, my edges is literally the most tedious part of the whole install because I'm over here trying to do geometry, okay? I'm over here trying to figure out the mathematics behind how I can make them perfectly equivalent to each other, okay? And I just take it too far and I take too long. And that's why most of the time I give up on recording my edges. But today I was like, I will not let Satan win. But yeah, you just see me going in with a little bit more foundation where the laces, because obviously there was absolutely no foundation there. But yeah, again, more geometrics like a squared plus b squared equals c squared type. But yes, once I finally finalize my edge shape, which again, everybody has their own shape that caters to them, I just go ahead and pluck because thick edges is not cute for real. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I don't think these edges is thick personally, but some people would consider them thick. So again, whatever you feel like you like on your head, you do for you. Again, with that C-like swooping motion, and I was just also making sure that the level of the edge is at the same as the other side. Sometimes you can accidentally make a swoop bigger than the other side of the swoop. So just make sure you're looking at that because it's happened to me a few times and I've had to like redo my edges. But making sure that it's at the same level will definitely just help in the long run. Again, going in on the sideburns. Also, by the way, it might seem like I'm doing a lot when I pick at these little tiny pieces of hairs that are like either sticking out or like trying to touch another side of the wig. But those tiny hairs will literally make or break your install. Like, I've had a tiny hair be like stuck to like the edge of my lace, and it just made the whole wig look like it was lifting when it was literally just a piece of hair. So now that the install is basically finished, I'm just gonna redefine my curls in the front, put in some water. I later on also put some conditioner in the hair. I've been doing less mousse because I feel like I like the fuller look on this wig. The fuller look in terms of when the curls are defined and it gets puffier. With mousse, it's like kind of harder to get that like defined and puffy without having too much of it in your hair. And I'd rather have more conditioner than mousse in my hair. Mousse definitely gets stiff and all this other like stuff that just happens. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and make sure you guys like it, share, and comment down below and subscribe because if you haven't already realized, we're being consistent this year, okay? Join the family. Bye.